27-12 with 5:45 to go in the first half. The Hoosiers will kick it away, and the Illinois offense will take over. Wilcher back to return. Heels at the 3-yard line. He'll reel this one in. Up to the 15, now up to the 20. He's got a hole. He's got a lane to go. He might take this one to the house, but a flag is down on the field as he strolls into the end zone for 6. If this one's on Indiana, it will stand, but most times than not, Ben, we're going to see this one on the returning team.
And it's deep, too. That was all the way back at this flag stands at the 15-yard line right now. So this could be a 85-yard and 6-point swing. It is.
Holding call on the return team, and you can just see the deflation from the Illinois special teams unit. A lot of shoulders and heads that just dropped when that was announced on the PA system. As we take a look on the Jumbotron, yeah, that's a tough call to argue with. But granted, happened behind Wilcher.
Again, it was kind of like the Jalen Lucas return. I don't know if the flag
impacted
if there
the
wasn't
play.
A hold. If that was, he would have been able to make the play. Nonetheless, gotta keep it clean. I mean, it's so hard to block when a guy's running downfield like that.
So a 97 return for a touchdown turns into a drive that starts in the shadow of your own goalpost. Ball on the Illinois 8-yard line, 1st and 10 with 5:33 to go. Paddock lines up in the gun with his heels on the 2-yard line. He'll take the snap. Hand off to Love to the outside. Bounces it. And wrapped up after a gain of about 5. Illinois taken to the 14-yard line after Mangum Farrar comes up with a tackle.
Love has just so much speed. He's able to get to the outside so quick that it doesn't take a lot for the offensive lineman to be able to get some time for Love, and then you just spread the receivers out. That's a good way to get 4 or 5 yards every time.
Trips left to the near side. Paddock on a quick slant has got a man for a first down and more room to run. It's Pat Bryant at the 30, taken down at the 35-yard line. Able to bust that one loose in single-man coverage.
Yeah, tackling has been somewhat of an issue for this Indiana defense, too. And you saw it right there. Bryant was so off balance. For about 3 different guys missed, though, just over-pursuing and going in too hard.
Sharp was the man in coverage, and Pat just simply beat him off the line. 1st and 10 for Illinois on the 33-yard line. They go play action, looking downfield. They'll take a shot once again for Bryant. He reels this one in at the 30, keeps his footing, moving inside, taken down at the 14-yard line. Oh, they will say he stepped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 29-yard line. But once again, a big chunk play for this Illinois offense.
I don't know how to say this kindly or not sound like a broken record, but if you're a big fan of defensive backs and secondary, this is not the game for you. So many breakdowns and so many guys left wide open. Another one there from Washington, and I'm gonna have to watch more closely to find out what the exact answer is as to why.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Paddock in the gun with Love to his left. They'll hand it off to him. Love breaks a tackle, breaks another, moving inside, taken down at the numbers, 1 yard short of the line to gain, right at the 20. Lewis Moore, the man that comes up with the tackle. And you talk about the reason why those back-to-back plays, Sharp was the man in coverage, and Bryant just found a way around him on both possessions, and 2 big catches for big yardage. Now, Illinois right on the edge of the red zone. 3:15 to go. 2nd and 1. Paddock takes the snap. They'll go play action. Got a man wide open. It's Washington. Reels it in at the 3. Diving. Pylon. Touchdown.
I don't even know if Indiana knows Pat Washington's on the field for half of these plays.
Josh Sanguinetti just lost his man, able to try and make up some ground, break up the pass, but Washington able to just go up strong with 2 hands, extend right over the pylon, and Illinois back in this ball game.
And they've got 9 minutes and some change to do so. Oklahoma inbounds to Ty.
Tot takes it the other way, gives it up to Keys. They swing around, it's Verhulst. Verhulst back over to Keys at the top of the perimeter. Entry pass to Williams. She'll drive in with the left hand, banks it home for 2.
Parrish went for the steal hard on that one. As a result, got beat going to the rim. It's a gamble that doesn't pay off for Indiana.
Williams, 8 points on the night, 5 boards to go along with it. It's Sydney Parrish, top of the perimeter, gives it up to Garzone on the left wing. They look underneath for Holmes. It's Sydney Parrish now on the opposite block. Goes right up with it and falls. Took about 3-4 bounces on the iron before deciding to fall through, and we're all tied up at 50. Now here's Williamson on the right elbow, gives it back out to Tot. A three-pointer that can't find anything.
Joe, here's where the crowd starts to play a factor. You ask some of the Fairfield players from earlier on, they basically say it's impossible to hear anything here in Assembly Hall when you have the crowd at full volume.
Granted, Fairfield has not necessarily played in an
Very
environment
Very true.
like Assembly Hall all season long. Indiana top 5 in national attendance for women's basketball this year, but Oklahoma has played in places like Texas, Kansas State, as Mackenzie Holmes takes it on the inside, kicks out for Parrish. She'll drive in with the right hand. No good, couldn't get the roll. Now Oklahoma with numbers, running 5-on-4. It's Tot driving inside, swings outside, and they'll slow things down. Jones a step back, but a foul called on Parrish. This one on the floor. The first foul here of the fourth quarter. That is Parrish's second foul of the night.
And Parrish did such a good job hustling to get back on defense. Indiana weathered the storm there, but ultimately the Sooners get a second chance.
Verhulst will inbound. They swing it around the horn for Jones, who buries it from downtown. 53-50, just under 8 minutes left to be played. Moore McNeil brings it across the Indiana logo. She'll take a high screen from Scalia. Dishes it underneath to Holmes, poked away by, was it Verhulst, looked like, and she will be charged with a foul. Got a piece of the body.
And some more substitutions now for the Hoosiers. Juliana Lamondola coming in now for Sydney Parrish.
Pardon me, they're actually going to charge Van with that foul. 53-50, Indiana inbounds underneath their basket. They give it right to Mackenzie Holmes, who goes up and puts it down. 52-53, 7:30 left to be played. Tot gives it up to Verhulst. The Big 12 newcomer of the year in Verhulst. Right back over to Tot. Finds Williams on the right elbow. They find Verhulst once again. Goes up, can't get it to fall from 8 feet. Terrific defense from Moore McNeil, who guarded her like bark on a tree. Now Indiana will head the other way. 7 minutes left to be played. Hoosiers trailing by 1. Indiana will slow things down. Moore McNeil, step back, three-pointer, hits off the front of the rim. Oklahoma and Jones corral the board, and they're headed quickly the other way. Underneath, bounce pass to Jones. That one sent back. Now Hoosiers out in front with open space. Sarah Scalia gives Indiana the lead, 54-53, 6:45 left in the game. Verhulst drives on Holmes, down the right side, spins back, puts up a finger roll. Oh, how beautiful. A silky smooth finish on the inside, and Oklahoma regains the lead. 55-54, 6:25 left to be played. Moore McNeil slowly brings it across the timeline for Indiana. She'll give it up to Garzone. Right back over to Moore McNeil on the right wing. Guarded by Tot, underneath to Garzone, triple team, kicks out, another extra pass. They find Garzone once again in the short corner, and from 14 feet it's like butter from Garzone. 56-55 our score as Tot quickly brings it across the timeline. Indiana leading by 1. It's Verhulst driving baseline down the left side. Spins back, doesn't like what she sees, and gives it up to Jones. Now Jones finds Tot at the top of the perimeter, guarded by Garzone with 12 seconds on the shot clock. She'll call for a high screen from Williamson. Drive inside with the left hand, goes up and sent back, but a foul. A foul called on Yarden Garzone, and boos rain down from the 17,000 in attendance. Oh my goodness. 1-2 once again tipped into the back net. Good job from Stone here, just able to fight these ones off, stay alive, wait for a pitch you like.
You got to make Hayne work. You got to get her out of this rhythm she's in. You know, it's all on her pace right now. She knows she's in control. Even in giving up the solo shot, it's big for her to shake that off. She still has a 4-run lead, and she's dealing. See what she has for the 1-2.
Right-hander deals. This one a tad inside, ties up the count at a pair, 2-2.
Looked good to me, Joe. That must have missed just inside.
Hayne so far just 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, only 1 hit given up, and make it 2. Sarah Stone out to right center field, trying to turn it into 2, and she will. Sarah Stone, have yourself a weekend. And she's having some fun out there as well.
How about Sarah Stone? What a good piece of hitting here. Going right up the gut into right center for the double, and also using her wheels to get to second. Typically a Hoosier where we see a pinch runner for her coming in, but you know, to get to second, get yourself in scoring position, and to your point, stay hot. This is exactly what Indiana needs, and a chance to really wake up the bats in the bottom half of the 4th.
So an arm already getting loose for the Wolverines. I don't think they're going to make any change quite yet, especially with the kind of day that Hayne's been having thus far. But back-to-back hitters, back-to-back hits for Indiana. Both going for extra bases with a homer from Minnick and the double from Stone right there. That'll bring up Allie Van Brandt. You're just looking to poke one through and add another run on the board. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Van Brandt 0 for 1 so far today off of fielder's choice. A ground out that went right back to the circle. 1-0. Van Brandt holds off once again and takes the ball. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, getting ahead. The Hoosiers can get ahead. We know they can hit when they get in favorable counts. Just fight off pitches like Stone did. Get a pitch you can drive, and then when you get the chance, got to capitalize.
2-0, a blooper out to center field, dunks in for a base knock. Now runners reside on the corners for Indiana, and this offense is starting to find its groove.
Yeah, here we go, Joe, and that brings up Avery Parker, who's typically the Hoosiers' cleanup hitter. So look for her now in the 6th spot with the runners on the corners to feel very comfortable in a situation like this, looking to drive some runners in.
And obviously, if you're Indiana, this is a spot where you have your traditional cleanup hitter. You would love to send one out of the ballpark, but realistically, if Parker can just get one into the outfield and try and bring Stone home, that tightens this ball game up a heck of a lot more than what we had it as earlier in a 5-0 game.
Absolutely, and also the runner, Van Brandt, how about 11 of 12 on stolen bases this year? Would love to see her in motion.
This is a place where you can honestly consider trying to pull off a double steal, see if you could send Van Brandt over to second. If that throw's made, you give Stone the green light back home, but Stone's somebody that doesn't necessarily steal bases at the same volume, just 1 of 1 so far this season. Here is the 1-1 pitch waved by from Parker, and right here a big spot from Hayne. If you can retire Parker with his strikeout right now, that turns the tide right back into favor of the Wolverines. 1-2 count, runners on the corner with 2 away. The right-hander deals, tipped foul.
Parker's got to really try and stay alive here. 2 strikes, huge at bat. Put the ball in play and try and just drive in Stone. The Hoosiers have momentum right now, but a perfect way to end it for Hayne is to retire an out without giving up a run in this at bat, and that would be with a strikeout. A good opportunity ahead in the count 1-2. Let's see what she goes to, Joe.
The 1-2. Parker swings and misses. What a play right there from Hayne. The freshman on fire right now.
Yeah, the high heat. That's a perfect pitch to go to when you're ahead of the count. Obviously, a batter like Parker, your eyes are going to light up when you see a high fastball, and most times the hitters are late. That is unbelievable execution from Hayne.